Put your hands if you're a bit happy. Put your hands if you're not sex with me. Right, now we've got sorted, alright? I want to start by talking about my father. My father came to this country with just £5 in his pocket. £5. But it was bloody good stuff. I didn't call him Ketamine Ali for nothing. I once went home and he said to me, I have arranged your marriage. And I said to him, I can't get married. And he said, yes you can. And I said, I can't. And he said, why not? And I said, I'm 7 years old. And he said, I was divorced anyway. And I said, no you weren't. And he said, go to your room. And I said, I have no room, we're a poor Asian family. I was brought up in a very strict Asian family, and quite a devout Muslim family actually. And all the women in my family wore the black veil, so I never saw the female figure at all. And as I was growing up, I can see you're thinking, where is he going with this? Stick with me, right? And I grew up with this family, and for years I thought there was this black friendly ghost that came and fed me and cuddled me, went out, and I realised it was my mother. And the only part of the female body I ever saw was the ankle and the foot. Okay? And years later, as I grew up, every time I saw an ankle and a foot, which is the only part of the body I saw, I got an erection, because it was the only part of the body I could see. And as I grew up, loads of Asian kids in the neighbourhood grew up with me, and we were all saying, well, oh my God, it's that ankle. And it spawned this whole kind of market of pornography, which was just ankle and foot. And you know, you've heard of Asian babes? Well, it was Asian babes' ankles. Okay? And we watch magazines, we're like, look at the ankles, look at the foot and that. And with all pornography, what happens is it kind of diverses and it ranges. And so there was Asian babes' ankles, there was fat Asian babes' ankles, there was mature Asian babes' ankles, there was teen Asian babes' ankles. And then with all pornography, it gets a bit more hardcore, and it kind of moves along the range. And so there was it got a bit more hardcore, and there was filthy Asian babes' ankles. And that was Asian babes' ankles with like ankle bracelets and kind of nail varnish on the actual ankles. And there was full frontal shots of Asian babes' ankles, which were actually prized toes that you could look at. And then we got to a really hardcore version of Asian babes' ankles, which was shots of two ankles together. It was ankle and ankle action. Group Asian babe ankle action, which was actually kind of a shot of 8 ankles in one shot, all touching each other. It was a fucking orgy, alright? And you were just like, oh my God. Anyway, the difference between, the fundamental difference between Asian people and white people is that Asian people do not have hobbies. They don't. And the reason they don't have hobbies is because there's no money in it. It's fucking tight. People are fucking greedy, right? I'm not being racist now. And I thought I'd be the first Asian person who's going to have a hobby. So I thought I need something else to inspire me, get me out of the house, and meet new people. So I took up dogging. Any doggers in the house? I recognise you, my friend. Just turn around and take it back up. Just imagine you're in a dodgy car park in Manchester, 3 a.m. in the morning, and there's a big fat bloke in the car with a beard heaving. He's Geordie and he answers his name Jack. And he's taken from behind his really nice but slightly portly and asthmatic wife Linda. You're stood outside with Stan Collymore and you're masturbating and you're watching. And we're dogging. I don't know if you know about dogging, but there are rules about dogging, okay? When you watch people who are dogging, if the car window is half open, that means you can stick your hand in, grab Jeff's ass, you won't mind, that's okay. If both the windows are down, you can stick your head in, you can join, that's okay. But there's the context of dogging. You can't go the next stage to Asda and see a woman struggling with shopping with 2 windows down and try to mount her.